What's happening, guys? We're already used to the fact that Spider-Man dies by the end of the Amazing Spider-Man 2, but apparently, according to Andrew Garfield, despite the whole Marvel and Sony talks already back in autumn last year, the Amazing Spider-Man 3 was still going to happen for quite a while. In a recent interview with Approx.com, Andrew Garfield reveals whether he was asked to play Marvel's Peter Parker. But first of all, he shares some details on what the Amazing Spider-Man 3 could have been. Quote, "I was actually starting to workshop ideas with Alex Kurtzman, who was going to be writing it. We thought of kind of start from the base level, the foundation level of where we have left Peter and where do we want to see him again and what's logical. And how do we build upon where we left off this deep, desperate moment with Gwen. So yeah, we got some pretty heavy places and I was really excited to kind of explore it and be involved on the ground level like that. Now before the whole Marvel and Sony deal, we of course were expecting the Amazing Spider-Man 3, we were expecting Sinister 6 first. Now that Andrew Garfield mentioned some pretty heavy places where Peter is after Gwen's death, logically we were speculating that Peter might get his hands on the black suit in the third part, especially that the symbiote was teased in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, well kinda it was in the trailers, TV spots, then in the movie they changed this chamber with the Rhino suit, but originally there was a symbiote there and Richard Parker was supposed to be the one who developed it, the ultimate origin of the symbiote. And since Peter Parker is really depressed by the end of the Amazing Spider-Man 2, getting the black suit, that's the perfect moment to introduce him to this dark nature. And since the Amazing Spider-Man 3 was supposed to happen after the Sinister 6, wouldn't be surprised if in the third movie we would actually see Andrew Garfield wearing black suit fighting the Sinister 6, aka the Spectacular Spider-Man. If you think about it, it would be really awesome. Even if not the black suit, still the impact of Gwen's death could have been used in various ways. Let's say the Mysterio is the next villain using the illusions of Gwen Stacy, messing up with Peter Parker on a completely different level. Now as whether Marvel asked Andrew Garfield to play Marvel's Peter Parker, Andrew Garfield responds, quote, "No. To be honest, all the ins and outs of what happened is a more tender conversation that maybe I don't want to talk about in public in a press situation. But all I can say is that I'm stoked to go and watch a Marvel film of Spider-Man." And finally he was asked whether he still has any hard feelings about the whole Marvel and Sony deal. He responds, quote, "I'm really grateful for the whole ride of it. I'm really excited for the next one. I've been petitioning to hook up with Marvel since the beginning, so I'm really glad they're finally doing it." That's actually true. In a bunch of interviews during the promotion of the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, Andrew Garfield did say how awesome it would be for Spider-Man to join the Avengers. Unfortunately for Andrew, when it eventually happened, he was no longer there. Also, John Watts, the director of the upcoming Spider-Man solo film and the director of the just recently released Cop Car, briefly talks about the movie. Quote, "You have to think about it, what story you want to tell and what's the best way to tell it. The idea that there are no real limitations is exciting, but I think you have to apply your own limitations to make sure you're telling the right kind of story." He also briefly talks about Tom Holland, quote, "It feels like he's the right age, he has the right level of enthusiasm and a little bit of confidence, but a lot of insecurity mixed into that. On top of nailing the character, he can also do standing backflip." We are waiting for the Marvel Spider-Man reboot to be released on July 28, 2017, but of course first we'll see Tom Holland as Spider-Man in Captain America Civil War. Talking about Civil War, just recently Heroic Hollywood revealed that apparently Marissa Tomei already filmed her Aunt May scenes in Civil War, so the whole Peter Parker's bedroom thing probably involved Aunt May as well. Tell me what you guys think about it. How do you feel about the whole Andrew Garfield situation? Do you support him? Do you still feel sorry? Would you still have liked to see the Amazing Spider-Man 3, or you actually completely moved on and you're now focusing on Marvel's reboot, not thinking about any previous situations and the whole thing with Andrew Garfield? Tell me what you guys think. You can check out all these articles in the description box. Thanks for watching, and I'm out for now.